All right, we've been going into some ashiwasa, which is not technically interchangeable with foot sweeps, but we've mostly been meaning foot sweeps by this. So we're gonna stick with something sort of in this category where there's not a whole bunch of body contact between us, but I'm coming in and I'm trying to get his foot inside, outside, lots of different ways that we can do it. One we're gonna go over today, we've gone over a few times before, but I think it always fits really nicely into this, and it was one of the first throws I ever had that like really clicked for me, where I like was able to do it on purpose on a regular basis. And I think you guys all know what I mean. Sometimes you just stumble your way into a takedown by accident, and you're like, oh cool, that works, right? But the ability to actually set it up, get the grips you want, get the body movement you want from the partner, and actually get the throw on a predictable basis is a different thing than just like accidentally stumbling into a takedown from time to time, right? Or am I the only one that has experienced that? Just me? Okay. All right. Vicky, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So we're going to do Sasae for today's class. So Sasae can be done either with the collar grip side, which is what I like the best for sure, or it can be done with the sleeve side. But we're going to do collar grip side for today. Whatever side I'm going for, I'm going to be looking to make contact right at the front of their shin. So if he had shoes on, it would be right at the tongue of the shoe is where I'm looking to make contact. There's a different throw that has a lot of similarities called Hiza-guruma, which means knee wheel, which is going to hit right below the knee, okay? But Sasae, what we're doing now, I'm trying to hit at the lowest part right there. And Sasae generally is predicated on a circular motion. It can either be me circling or it can be both of us circling. Today we're going to do one where he's a little bit more stationary and it more is just me circling. So if I've decided that his left foot, excuse me, this one is my target, if he's standing way back with that, I can't get it. So your partner's either going to stand square, or this can be good where they actually have that in the front a little bit because then it's right there for you, okay? But square will be the easiest for this. So your partner will give you a square stance, shoulder width. What I'm going to be doing is stepping right by him with enough room for most of my body to kind of go by him, but not a whole lot else. In today's version, I'm not coming way to the side. There are versions we do something like that, so if you've learned those before, don't think that that's wrong. It's just not what we're doing tonight. Okay? So I'm going to be stepping pretty close where like almost my shoulder is going to be kind of almost hitting his shoulder here. My elbow on the collar grip is going to be pulling downwards to try to make his target foot of mine step forwards. But before it can leave the ground, that's where this contact is going to happen. Right there. Okay? Don't pull a hand too soon because he'll already be stepping before you make the contact. So wait a beat on the hand pull down, okay? I haven't talked about this hand yet, but just even without this hand, that sort of is what it'll look like. We'll do one more like that, Smith. So even without this hand, I'm going to be stepping. I'm going to be getting my foot out here to make contact. And once I know my foot is really close to contact, then this pull comes in. Okay? The other hand is going to be helping guide Smith over, typically with a control somewhere around the elbow so that I can lift this up as I guide him over. Okay? So like up high to the sky, basically. I'll do a half speed one. So half speed. Okay? One more time. Okay. Right to there. Okay. Do you need to see Smith?
Yeah.
Okay. Philip, can I borrow? Questions before I show one or two more times?
The hand motion is almost like you're turning the wheel.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. It's not quite exactly that, but this one I want to be sending out a little bit on this one too. Okay. So grip here, and I need his head out in front of his body a little bit. If he was like leaning backwards, of course, I couldn't really do this very well. So here, I'm going to be stepping past just enough that I can kind of get my chest kind of past his shoulders, right? I'm going to be looking to make contact low, right here. Okay? And then this hand is going to be kind of turning, but also like pulling out this way. We'll do a fall on this one. Right to there. Okay, one last one. We'll go the other way. Forward just a touch. Yeah, if it's way back, it's hard. Feel free to let their sleeve go if you're throwing a little bit harder, because that's going to be their break fall hand on this one. Now in a match, I might not, because I want to go pin them, right? But for cooperative, you can let it go. Kartik?
So is there a reverse stance that works, or can you switch up?
If he's a little bit left foot in the front, yes, it'll still work. If he's drastically left in the front, it can be hard for me to get his head past his foot. But if he's in a standard stance with his left a little bit in the front, this should also still work. I need to pull more because I need to get his head out past his foot, but it should still work. If he's like this, it's not going to work. One of the guys I had a match with in my last tournament, that was like his, like, it was so weird. I was like, what are you doing? We're doing like karate? So we've only got about 5 minutes left, so let's get some reps in, okay? 1, 2, 3.